Because you know what it kind of calls to? You know, when you open that pantry or you open that cupboard and it's there. So the other day, I was getting ready to put something in a closet. And I opened up this closet. And of course, you know, you're trying to just keep shoving stuff in and shoving stuff in, you know. And we've lived here 20 years, so there's been a lot of shoving. So I opened up this closet to put something else in there. And there was no room. So I'm looking at this closet and I'm saying, this is insane. And it's time to declutter. It's time to get rid of some of this stuff. It's time to let go of this burden. So I said to him, we got to do this. We've just got to take this and move some of this stuff out of here. So we started. And we were making all these piles, right? We brought everything out of the closets. And we started making piles. Piles for the garbage, piles for Goodwill, piles for whatever. And for, you know, giving away or finding somebody who wanted them. And I started looking at this stuff. And I had several pieces that I said, getting rid of. And I started to say, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't get rid of that. And I thought, why can't I get rid of that? Well, you know, you never know. That, you know, all these little excuses start coming up. Well, you know, I haven't used that pot for 2 years. Get rid of it. And then there's the, well, what happens if I need that pot for A, B, or C? Or there's the china. Now we have a set of china and crystal and silver, all that stuff, you know, that we bought probably when we were married 3 years. Yeah, about that. And we haven't used that crystal or in china and silver in I don't know how long. And it's shoved up in a cupboard. And we've seen if family members want it, nobody wants it. As far as we understand, china is out. You know, they don't have these big china registries like they used to. And the young kids don't want china. I understand. I don't want china. So I said, oh gosh, here's this beautiful china. I said, I don't want it anymore. Well, you know, you use it once a year for holidays. Yeah, I do. But I have nice plates, and if I have china, and it's just the two of us, if I have china on the table, now I have to wash it afterwards. I can't throw it in the dishwasher. Yeah. So the china is one that I want to let go of. But I keep thinking, gosh, oh God, we've had that china so long. Yeah, but what are you doing with it, Jill? Well, nothing. But, you know, and then there's other ones, you know, that you say, well, there's some things I just would never give away, ever. But most of the stuff that I've held on to that is shoved into cupboards and I haven't used it for 2 or 3 years, and it doesn't really have that much sentimental value. You know, there is some pieces that definitely have some sentimental value that you just know you won't get rid of. But there's that other stuff, like the pots and pans that have been shoved into the back of the cupboard that I haven't used for 2 or 3 years. And I say, well, what if I use that pot? What if I need that pot? Well, guess what? You don't have that pot anymore. So there's that thing that or you say, but I spent X amount of dollars for this pot. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And now you have to say, okay, are you going to want to get rid of this stuff? Do you want to have less because less is better than more at this time in your life? Do you want all this stuff around you? No. The bottom line is no. But there is that thing, isn't there, that thing that you just, it's hard to do it, it's hard to say you want to do it, and yet when you do it, there is a sense of freedom. We had all these piles, and we started getting rid of these piles. A lot of it went to garbage, a lot of it went to Goodwill, some of it went to friends we knew who would like it, the pots and pans. And I said to him, it's good. This is good. You know, you open up a cupboard now, which now has more room to shove more stuff in it. You know how many plastic food containers I had in my cupboard? You know, you go to Costco and you buy something and it's in a nice plastic container, or you have a really nice glass jar that peanut butter came in and you say, oh, I'm going to use this jar. I'm not getting rid of this jar. Or it's the plastic, oh gosh, this is a great plastic container. Look at the lid, it just fit. And you have 20 of them in your cupboard and you keep shoving more in there, which there's two things that tell you. First of all, you don't need any more containers. And second of all, you are spending way too much money on peanuts from Costco. So we got rid of a lot of those. We got rid of all of them because we knew that we'll go to Costco again and get a container of mixed nuts. And so there will be another container. But the bottom line is, here's the point, is that we realize that we do not want this burden any longer. And we don't want anyone else to have to deal with this burden, right? Or if one of us decides to move and you have all this stuff and now you have to figure out what to do with it. But as you get rid of it, there is this sense of freedom. There is for us, this sense of lightness. Like, oh gosh, it's gone. Because you know what it kind of calls to you? You know, when you open that pantry or you open that cupboard and it's there and it's staring at you and you say, it says to you, why are you keeping me? Because you don't use me. You know, but there's this mental thing, there's this emotional thing that you say, but I can't, I don't want to, do I have to? Well, that's your call. That's your call. Whether you want to get rid of it, whether you need to get rid of it, or you should get rid of it. The china, I'd love to get rid of the china. Nobody wants the china. So I've even tried estate sale places, you know, or really nice consignment stores. They don't even want it. So it's up there in that cupboard. It's not doing me any good. It's not doing any harm, but it's hidden away. And maybe I'll try to revisit again, you know, later on down the line, and I'll say, okay, let's try this again. So, but the pots and pans went, and all those containers went, and a lot of other stuff went. And it does make me feel better. It makes him feel better. And we've decided, no, we're not bringing any more new stuff in here. That's it. Well, we think it's it. Oh, God almighty. It's terrible, isn't it? It's consumerism. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that with you. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of good. Well, thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for listening. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.